Hi, I'm Lauren. Let's do some graphics stuff. Just want to do something backwards real quick. So I'm looking at some files that I had previously made, a bunch of different versions of a couple different things. Here you can see you have for exporting, you can select document to get your whole entire canvas, like all the work that you've done. That little white rectangle in the middle is the page. So you can save the page only where it would only save the design. And I've already got all the designs saved singularly there. So yeah, that's the end of that. And now we're just going to move on to the purpose of the video. I've got some AI generated images in a drive folder. Got to download all the images. Here's me just kind of going through them. Glancing at them as I'm downloading them, trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do with this? How is there anything that needs to be fixed? You can see there's a bunch of stuff cut off on the side. So there's always a fun challenge in every single one of them. Not so much with that one. Some of them are just kind of awkward looking. So now that we have them all downloaded and can easily click on them, we're just going to open GIMP by using one of these files and saying open it with GIMP. And we're not even going to wait for GIMP to fully open. We're just going to keep throwing files in there. So we've got two in there right now. Let's go ahead and add a third one. That's not enough. That's not complicated enough. That's not enough pressure. Let's do at least one more. I think through this video I only make it through two images, so that's why it's pretty short. Oh, we got five up there. What was I thinking? No, I did not put another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah. Okay. So this first one, I was like, wow, this is super easy. I just use the magic wand tool, select all this background color, and you can see I failed at removing the whole entire thing. I had to go back and delete it again. Front face panther, we're just gonna save that very easily and move on to the next one. That was just, it's not even a challenge. The challenge with that one's going to come with bringing it into Inkscape and creating a vector from it. So for now, I want to find something. This is me talking past tense. I've already done this and sped the video up like 10 times. Actually, no, it's only like 4. I'm not that slow. I'm pretty slow. I like to take my time with a lot of this stuff because it gets really tedious, which you're about to see in this example. So something funky was happening when I'm trying to remove the background from this. You can see I keep getting this square over on the right side. I still don't get it. I tried several times and it kept doing the same thing. So I'm like, all right, maybe there's something here I don't really understand. So here's we're going to use our troubleshooting, problem solving skills. I figured if I could just make this canvas bigger and can kind of zero in on these white parts, then I can chip away at that and then come up with an image. So we're going to change the width and height to 2400 and background transparent. And then zoom, center it up, zoom it out, and then just start taking the white off. So with that magic wand tool, so you can select one, but you can add on to that selection. You see it's messed up here too. So I figured, well, let me just select everything. So you just hold down Control, I think it's either Control or Shift, and just keep tapping on those spots, and you can ditch them all at once. Now this is like a minute of me just doing something completely unnecessary, and you'll see why it's unnecessary a couple minutes from now. But I like to get the lasso tool out and just start removing things, just kind of get the motor running on, all right, let's see how precise I'm going to need to be in this picture, how sharp are the lines around the image, and they're decent. We got some artifacts in between the whiskers there, which had given me like a little bit of stress because I got to go in there and clean up the artifacts around the whiskers, but then I also have to go back and I got to copy at least one of those whiskers because that's exactly how I'm going to replace the chopped off ones. But I got to be like uptight about it and go clean a bunch of stuff up first because I don't want that just hanging around. So there's that. Now we're gonna clean it up in the middle. I don't like I don't like the idea of like trying to make a copy of one of those slivers while all that junk's just still sitting there. I'd rather just clean it up first and then go back and get the piece that I need and then paste on, make some copies of it. That part's probably going to go kind of fast. So now that we got it cleaned up, and no, that's not enough. Let me clean up this other stuff. All right, now we're gonna go in here and get this one single panther whisker. Just one. Yeah, almost got it. There you go. One more. All right. Now Control C and Control V, and then we create a new layer. And for this, we're going to use a rotation tool just to twist it around a little bit. We're going to take the move tool and move it. Now we're going to copy and paste it again. Same procedure, move it around a little bit. Now when we get closer up to the top, we probably want to like bring the size down a little bit. So we're going to rotate it. And did I scale this one? Because I probably should have. Yeah, I did. It was looking really long on the side. I know what you're thinking, but those other whiskers in the back. No, I wanted them there for like spacing. I had to line this thing up right. I wanted to make it look as much like the original one as possible, which isn't really that great, but they've got a rhythm in the design that I want to keep. That one's sticking out a little too much, but it's okay. All right. Now they're all up there, so we're gonna remove them. That's just so we can see, and then use the lasso tool on the bottom layer. This has to be done before you merge them all down. You merge them all down, then you can't go back into that original bottom layer and get rid of the stuff that you don't need. There's me making a big old mess with that lasso tool, but straightened it out and got those whiskers pulled off of there. Now you revisibilize the other ones, and then you merge each layer down. So now we have a whole entire image. And I think at this point I was like, let me see what this looks like on Inkscape, because I get a little ahead of myself sometimes. So do just a basic 8x10 for 8x10 inches for that canvas. And I looked on here and I was like, yeah, there's a piece right there. And then when I started on that piece, I was like, but there's so many other pieces that I'm going to want to clean up to get like a nice clean SVG out of this picture. And there's a rose petal missing, or a piece of one. There's me trying to figure out where am I going to get the piece. Right, it's right there. I know what you're thinking, that doesn't quite fit. You can make it fit. You can scale it up, scale it down, rotate it, use the blur tool to kind of push the outline back into it, and then crop off that outer edge. Now it looks like it's been there the whole time. Alright, checking out the eyeballs. We're going to copy this one of my favorite moves, paste it, rotate it, or flip it as it were, scale it down. Now it kind of twists a little bit, but then we want to take that white spot off because it doesn't look right on that side. And then we just kind of want to like softly make a little eye shape on the side. Then go over here, clean all this stuff up with the lasso tool. Oh, more whiskers. Forgot about those. That looks cut off, but I just left it like that because it doesn't look bad. It almost looks intentional. This is where it got really fun for me. I was like, all right, let's try to do zigzags. And then I was like, I'm not even going to follow the outline. I'm just going to do my own thing. Come in here, clean all this up. Nope, can't have that. You could bring this into Inkscape with these little white pieces, and that'd be totally fine. You probably won't pick them up in the bitmap trace. However, if you want to use this image, this JPEG, or, well, you'd have to convert it to a PNG. But if you wanted to use this image and put it on a shirt, you don't want the little white stuff unless the shirt is white. And even then, that's kind of sloppy. So for this image, it really needed to be clean because this original version of it is the best version of it. And any other copies or reproductions that we make from this they're going to be slightly off. They're going to lose detail, they're going to lose color, all kinds of things. So this is its original form with a few minor alterations to make it look a tiny little bit better and to fix the rows on the side. Alright, I think we got everything, so now we're going to slap this over here in Inkscape. We want to make a few different kinds of vectors from it. So we've got one black full color, auto trace. I think that was brightness cutoff. And we've got in multicolor a colored one. Pretty sweet, right? So I tried to use the fill tool to color in these flowers, but if you zoom in, you can see like a real shoddy job. It doesn't get everything. There's still a bunch of white spots in there, and I want that to all be filled in with color. So here I'm going to keep doing that and then get to the rose, and I'm like, nope. I can see where that's not going to work. So you want to make a shape of where you want the color to go, and then you can just drop it down to underneath the image layer. So we're working with layers here, but they're not quite as obvious as they are on GIMP. Um, Basically everything is a layer in Inkscape unless you start assigning layers, which I don't hardly ever do that. I just group stuff together. I make a ton of copies of stuff. Probably every 6 months I crash my computer on Inkscape just making like renders that are crazy, way too big, too many nodes, copies on copies on copies. Anyway, this simple method of adding some color to these different shapes is one that I use a lot. It makes it look like it's colored in nicely, but it's just a real sloppy shape on the other side of it. So if you were to take everything that's black, that bitmap that was created from the trace, then you would see these clunky little shapes sitting behind it. And I kind of like that for like a, what do we have? 4 colors there. Well, we got black, red, yellow, and blue. So it's like a screen printable, and I wouldn't say that's screen printable because you've got all these, still have all these little black artifacts all over the flowers, but the rest of the design is pretty clean, and it wouldn't take a lot of time to go back in and clean up these leaves, just do a better job with that all around. But yeah, I think that's pretty much where that video ends, and I only did like a tiny little bit more work after that. Um, Here, so we can revisit what I was saying earlier. So if I want to save the whole document, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panthers on here. But if I want to save the page, if I haven't broken this thing, the page, just save the page, then you can see there's only one panther down here. So when I save this, I think I already got the master copy. So I would go to document and say, all right, this is a master SVG. And why do I want to do that? Because it's like 5 pictures worth of images on there. But I split them out into single ones. But there might be something on here I want to come back and get, or maybe the other version that I did is slightly different. There's like a million reasons for keeping this master copy. So Panther Master Buteo versions, so just save that again. It's going to ask me if I want to replace it, and I always say yes, because who knows. Why is this taking so long? Alright, I think it's really hard for me to run OBS Studio and Inkscape and GIMP at the same time. So, what is happening? Interesting. It's probably because there's just so much stuff on there. Okay, what about the page? I want to save that one. So I gotta change the name of it. So this is color bitmap trace panther. That's a weird name for it, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And I think this is all one piece. Ooh, this file's crazy. It doesn't like to be touched. Saving it anyway. See, it's not responding. I gotta get out of here before I break this thing. Maybe I should get rid of that guy. I should just scale them all way on down. Little, like that. Come on up here. Come on. That's how you know that the file is too big, like when this stuff doesn't move around very quickly. And I really do think it's the screen capture as well. This, I think that's the original one. This is the one that I would want to make a copy of. Let's see if we can get it on here real quick and then go throw it on a shirt. See what it looks like. Okay, bitmap trace panther SVG. I got a new one. I think it was color. So this is simple color panther SVG. This one? This one. Let's go here. This is weird. Why they do it this way? Mega menu. Wonder what they built this site with. I don't know why I had not ever thought about it until just now. Let's look for this one, Bellline Canvas. Good grief, what is happening? Alright, let's make this. Well, I don't know what I need to make it yet. Let's upload the thing for my device. That's gonna be in Project Panther. Simple Color Panther. Yeah, that's the one I want. I don't know if it's gonna work on a black shirt. Yeah, probably not. Let's see here. It looks good, I think. I'm biased. Let's look at ash, silver. Stick with ash. Athletic heather, I would wear that. Dark gray, yeah, that don't work. Red? Maybe. Maroon? Nope. Heather mauve? Oh, soft cream. I like heather mauve. Yellow? I might wear that. It's very loud. No, I don't like it with the yellow flower. It doesn't work right. This gold one? No, not quite. Turquoise. Yeah, that's crazy. That looks really good. Baby blue? No. Light blue? Yeah. Pink. Oh yeah. Heather peach? Charity pink? I like charity pink. That's a lot. Let's see what they look like. I like this one a lot. It looks really good. It looks better than the one I did. I mean, the one that I generated. Damn. I really like the pink one. This one, the light pink one, turned out really good. Alrighty. Thanks for watching.